Clients are the most important part of your business. I mean, let's face it, without clients, you wouldn't have a business. So it is fundamentally important to develop an amazing relationship with them. In this video, we're going to walk you through the steps of exactly how to do that. Hey everyone, it's Marianne DeNovellis here, and today we're going to talk about how to build relationships with your clients. Now, what kinds of relationships are we really talking about here? In some of our other videos, we've actually outlined how to find your ideal client. And baseline from that is your ideal client should be someone that you want to spend a lot of time with, someone that you like hanging out with, someone that you share common interests, common goals, and common hobbies with. So when you have a relationship with your clients, a lot of times it can cross the border from client into friend. Bottom line, your relationship with your clients should look a lot like your relationships with your friends, because a lot of times you're going to be spending deep time together. You're going to be asking questions that not a lot of other people have asked. So when you can find that common ground, building a relationship with your client is so simple. Be interested in what's driving them. Be interested in what is going on in their world, even outside the relationship that is professional between the two of you. Spend time with them outside of work. Spend time gathering together. One of my favorite mentors has become one of my best friends. We get to spend a lot of time together as a professional relationship, and we also get to spend a lot of time together as friends. As a professional, it is beautiful to have that to fall back on, to say, you know what, no matter what happens, I know you've got my back because we've got a baseline foundational friendship. The second way to build amazing relationships with your clients is to add value continually. Now, how do we add value continually? Your client should feel like the rock star of your entire business, because your business, you may put it together, you may do the legwork, you may even have your name on your brand, but your business, if you think it's about you, you've already lost the relationship. Your business is about your client. Your client is the rock star of your business. Happy clients, happy business. So how do we add more and more and more value and give it to your clients? Here's what I'm going to recommend with you. Anytime that your client signs up for a program, gets a product, gets a service, throw in a bonus. Whether that's extra time with you, whether it's extra materials, whether it's an extra product, it's just a really great way to say thank you to your client for doing business with you in the first place. Keep adding value to your clients. Also, understand that your client has specific goals. There's a reason they want to work with you. There's a reason they bought your product and service. They think their lives will be more enriched and made better by spending time with you and with your company. Fulfill on that promise. I'm going to challenge the adage of over-deliver with low expectations. You've probably heard this before. Under-promise, over-deliver. One of my favorite things to do is accurately promise and then over-deliver. I'm going to promise my clients 100% of what I have to offer, and then as I give, I learn more, and I'm going to give them everything that I learn during our time together. So if you have a specific product or program, maybe you have a product that once you ship it off, your client relationship is basically complete, or maybe you have a program that's automated and your client fulfills it on their end. I'm going to take the extra step above and beyond. If I'm shipping off a product to my client, I'll take the time to write a handwritten note and say, thank you so much for your business. I'll even include a free gift or maybe a discount voucher for future purchases. If it's clients that spend time with me in a mentoring arena, I'm going to offer bonus sessions. I'm going to offer bonus training. I'm going to record videos. Let's say that I hear from a client that they have a specific question about how I do XYZ. I'm going to record a training video and not only send it to that client, but send it to all of my clients in that arena as a special bonus gift. My clients get front row seats to all of my bonus material. That's how you add value to your clients and develop that deeper relationship. Again, we're going to send the universe into cosmic debt, meaning I'm going to over-deliver because value follows value. The next step into building amazing client relationships is to ask for feedback. especially if you're in brand new business that's just starting out. Maybe you are in a coaching business where you're coaching people and offering a service, or especially if you're in a product business and you're giving a physical product to a client. Ask for feedback. Ask for feedback on your social media posts. Ask for feedback on your product pages. Ask for feedback on your website. And most importantly, ask for feedback directly from your client, directly to you. That's not going to be seen in public. If you want your business to grow and get better, you must see it from the perspective of the client. And there's no way to do that better than asking the client themselves. Ask them what worked for them. Ask them if they received the value for the product or service that they bought. Ask them what didn't work for them. Ask them what they would like to see improved. Ask them how you can improve your delivery better. Ask them what their favorite part of working with you was. As you collect all of this feedback and train your mind to think like one of your clients, the value for the next client just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And when the value for your client gets bigger and bigger and bigger, so does the amount that you can charge for your program. The next step in building amazing client relationships is loving them enough to ask the questions that nobody else will ask. In my line of work, when I work with clients, this looks like belief breakthrough. Whenever I hear this idea that someone gives to me that they're not enough or they don't know how, we call these limiting beliefs. Any belief that doesn't serve you, that doesn't build what you're creating, that doesn't help you get what you want or where you want to go, I call that a limiting belief. And I love my clients enough to question it, to ask if it's working for you, to ask if there was something that could serve you better. This will make you truly unique in your field because not many people in that client's immediate circle of family, friends, relationships, or professional relationships has the audacity to ask the hard questions. When you do that, and you do it from a space of total love, connection, and no agenda to change them whatsoever, they find a person of trust and support in you. The last thing I want you to take note of in building client relationships is something called anticipatory service. This is something I actually learned from my husband when he was in the professional field of the restaurant. Now, I spent my fair share of time waiting tables. I think that's a good experience for everyone to have at some moment, just so you know what it's like on the other side of the curtain. But something I learned and that my husband taught me in this anticipatory service was this. Anticipatory service means giving them what they need before they even ask. So, when you see that a client is struggling with something, maybe they're struggling with knowing how to build their social media following, give them the answer to the question before they ask it. When you see that a client received a product from you, send an extra gift. Maybe send a container for that product. Send something that that product can be used with, something that would help them use that product, like a training manual or a follow-up video. Anticipate the needs of your clients before they ask you. That adds incredible value and is is best done by knowing your clients in and out. Know them extremely well. Know them well enough and have experience with your own products and services enough that you can give them exactly what they need before they even ask. Building client relationships is the key foundational piece for any successful business, whether you're in the products or the services. Your clients are your best friends. They're able to help your business grow, and if you don't develop relationships, your business will quickly show it with a little bit of implosion or maybe a lot of bit of implosion. Keep those relationships alive. Make sure that you know that those are the most important part of running your own business. All right, now it's time for me to get some feedback from you. Feedback is one of the most important parts of building an amazing relationship with your clients. And you know what, friends? I just want to hear from you. So give me some of your feedback. I want to know what you love, what you like, what you want to see more of, what questions you have. Fill up the comments below, hit the subscribe button, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.